What or who are we looking for? Here's some things for you to ponder. What are we looking for? Are we looking for someone to fight with? Someone with whom we can project what we're not willing to accept in ourselves? Did you know, O man, woman, that judge, that you're judging yourself because you do the same thing? Did you hear the warning given? Whatever you measure out will be measured back on you. Do not judge at all. The warning is clear. Yet we each seek to justify our judgments, backing them up with the letter of the Bible, thinking this ability to read and memorize Scripture gives us the right to judge one another. Hear the Apostle Paul's warning found in Galatians chapter 5, verses 14 to 16. For all of the law is fulfilled in one word, even this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if you bite and devour one another, take heed that you be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Walk in the Spirit, what did he mean? Do you even understand who we all are in spirit? Do you even understand that you have such a thing as the human spirit? Did you know that who you are in your spirit is an eternal matter and not some temporal matter of who you and others think you are according to the flesh? Do you even understand what this term, the flesh, represents? Did you know it is largely referring to the particular race, culture, secular, religious creed, or view of gender, male or female, which you were shaped in, that had nothing to do with the original image that God had intended all of us to be? Do you realize that you're giving away the real secret of how much you really hate yourself and are not able to admit that your hate for another is really just hate that you have for yourself? Don't believe this? Might just be part of the problem of all of us. Truth has been dealt out by the only one who could have the right to judge, and we only take it and project it onto those around us, not thinking that God is speaking to us. Many think that it was these prophets, apostles, and so-called men of God sharing their judgments without thinking this way, thinking then that we can do the same. The sad thing is that there has never been a man that God could ever trust with such a responsibility. Don't believe this? Ask yourself, do you think that the characters of the Bible, like Moses, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Paul, and Peter, were men with keen, wittier brains than most, making themselves special, without thinking them to be so special that we feel that they should be worshipped, raised up icons to their memory, placing their words on a pedestal on the level of God Himself? When in truth, now hear this, when in truth, apart from God speaking through them as vessels only, they wouldn't be any better than the lowest among us. Do you catch what's being shared? So in conclusion, what are we looking for? Or who are we looking for that might be trusted to give us the true truth. Do you trust anyone that can quote the sayings of the characters of the Bible like a parrot? Do they have any more knowledge of knowing what they're saying than a parrot? It comes down to what we are warned: let every man be a liar and God be true. So, wait through your spirit for what is called righteousness to come. What would it be? This thing counted as righteousness. Simple answer. And it's written. And God counted it as righteousness to Abraham. What was this? Abraham listened to God, to the mind of Christ in his spirit at that time, unaware, surrendering his pagan mind. Now, if he didn't, who knows where we might be today, with no one to point to and saying he had the true scoop on matters. He learned to listen to God and didn't have a book to quote from like a parrot. This is where this book, the Bible, should lead us all to: the ability to hear from God as our Father, and not our just quoting those who clearly could hear from Him. So, wait through your God-given spirit, allowing what you might have once thought and felt go, and He will speak to you. God bless you.